Early linguistics frequently treated language as an abstract, rigid system of mathematical rules. In this view, sentences were analyzed as formal equations, produced in a vacuum and separated from human reality. This approach is best exemplified by generative grammar, a theory popularized by Noam Chomsky. Generative grammar focuses on a speaker's competence, the internalized, unconscious knowledge of abstract rules used to generate grammatically correct sentences, often ignoring how those sentences function in actual social contexts. In the 1970s, M.A.K. Halliday proposed a radical alternative called systemic functional linguistics, or SFL. SFL is a functional model that treats language as a social semiotic, a system of signs used by a community to achieve specific social purposes. Halliday defined grammar as meaning potential. Meaning potential refers to the entire set of linguistic options a speaker can choose from to navigate a specific social environment. SFL suggests that every time we communicate, our choices execute three distinct metafunctions. Metafunctions are the three simultaneous purposes that every utterance serves within its social context. The first is the ideational function. The ideational function is how we use grammar to represent our experience, linking participants, typically nouns, with processes, typically verbs, to establish who is doing what to whom. Second is the interpersonal function. The interpersonal function manages the relationship between communicators, using word choice and register to establish authority, social distance, and levels of certainty. Third is the textual function. The textual function organizes disjointed ideas into a cohesive message, ensuring the information is structured logically for the receiver. This functional framework applies to more than just spoken words. It is the basis for multimodal discourse analysis. Multimodal discourse analysis is a method used to examine how different modes, such as images, layout, and gestures, interact to create a single, unified meaning. Because visual elements fulfill the exact same ideational, interpersonal, and textual functions as language, analysts are able to decode the hidden power dynamics of any environment using one consistent, unified structural logic. This is the foundation of language for specific purposes, or LSP. LSP is an area of applied linguistics that studies how professional disciplines engineer their own unique text genres to function within their specific environments. Scientific texts, for example, rely heavily on the present simple tense and the passive voice. These lexicogrammatical choices remove the individual researcher from the text, creating the tone of universal objectivity required by the scientific community. SFL also informs second language acquisition, or SLA. SLA is the study of how people learn a language other than their native one. In a functional framework, learning a language is a high-stakes process of social integration, where learners must master the communicative practices of their new community. Governments use these principles for language policy and planning, or LPP. LPP involves deliberate efforts to influence how languages are used or taught. Instead of simply enforcing grammatical rules, Hallidayan-inspired policy focuses on expanding a community's meaning resources to handle complex tasks like international diplomacy. Treating language as a social tool allows educators and policymakers to design interventions that address the actual communicative needs of the real world. Systemic functional linguistics shows that we use language to actively construct our social identities and the realities we inhabit. If you are preparing for high-stakes academic or professional environments, you need language training focused on social function. The IELTS FOCUS provides specialized preparation to help you master the text structures and meaning potential required for success. Visit the link in the description to start your preparation.